Hey there and welcome back to the channel. So in the last video on our clean architecture series, we looked at how to delete a to-do, right? And in this video we'll be looking at how to edit a to-do. So what we basically have over here is our UI, right? And we have our floating action button that allows us to add a to-do. So if I tap on this add a button, be able to add a to-do. So realize that to-do added successfully, and we see how to do over here. But this button does nothing for now. So when we tap on the edit button, we don't see anything. So that's what we're working on. So the first thing is, when we tap on this edit button, we want to open or show a modal, just like when we are adding a to-do. But then we want the content of our modal bottom sheet to be exactly what we are editing. And then after editing the text, we want to save that particular to-do text with its description. So a much faster way will be to copy our modal implementation for adding a to-do, right? So just on the icon button in the press, we want to have our modal here. So I'm going to copy everything here and then paste it within the press of our icon button. That's our edit icon button, and we're going to have something like this. Right now, what we want to do is, when we tap on this, we are going to show a bottom sheet which has empty title and description. We don't want that. We want to show we want the title and the description to be the title and the description of the to-do we are tapping on. So in order to do that, when we press, before we show the bottom sheet, we want to change the text of our controller. So realize that within our form and the text form field, we are using controllers for tracking the state of our text, right? So these controllers hold the value of our text, and we want to change them as soon as we tap on the edit button. So we want to change the controller's text, right? So our title controller's text will be the current to-do that we are tapping on text, and then that is going to be the same for our description. Right, so this time around, when we tap on it, we should see our description and then our title shown in the modal bottom sheet. So if we tap on it, realize that we have our market and our go to market here, and then it's same as for editor in general, and I'm able to edit. Now when we tap on the save button or add button, for now we have to edit that button to edit. So in the button, let's change the text to edit to do, like this. When we press, if everything is all right, we want to call controller.edit to do and pass in our to do instead of calling controller.add to do. So let's first get to our controller, which is our to do controller over here, and we have a method called delete to do and then as well as add to do. But then we focus on delete to do. So the delete to do takes in a to do and then it deletes it, and the edit to do also take in a to do and then edit that particular to do. So let's duplicate this implementation here like this, and then change the name to edit to do. Now we don't want to call delete to do use case, so let's add our edit to do use case, and just below our to do use case, we are just going to copy this and then change the name to edit to do use case like this, and also require it in the constructor. So back to the function, we can call edit to do use case, and the signature of this function is the same as this, so it also takes in a to do and then it does its magic or whatever we've written there, and then it edits that to do. Now I want the success message to be to do edited successfully, like this, right? And now we are going to get some errors because we are requiring this in the constructor, so we have to pass in at where we do our dependency injection, and that's now our binding for getX, right? So I'm going to push these guys down like this, and now we need to insert our edit to do use case. So our edit to do use case, we pass in get.find, and because we are passing get.find, which is go find our edit to do use case, we've injected it somewhere, then it means we have to actually inject it, otherwise that is going to give us an error. So I'm just going to duplicate one of these lines, and if you're a bit confused with this, I recommend you watch one of the previous videos where we were dealing with bindings and then dependency injection. So I'm going to copy this downwards and then inject our edit to do use case like this. So I think all these the errors should be gone by now, and our app closed. So let's run it again. So our app is running again and we shouldn't have any error. So in our edit to do, we are going to pass in a to do. So back in the home, when everything is successful, we want to call our controller.edit to do and then pass in the to do. And this to do is going to be of type to do. So we just create a new to do instance, and our ID for this particular to do that we want to edit is going to be the to do we tapped on, the ID of the to do we tapped on. So we are expecting our ID to be our to do's index.id, referring to the ID of the to do we are tapping on. And now our text is going to be the new text in our controller, right? So our controller.title controller, and then the text, and we're also trimming the text for any white spaces. We are going to do that the same thing for our description like this. And now this should take care of our editing to do. So let's try it out and see if it works. So I'm going to tap on the editor in general to do, and then we get our text here, and then let's change the description to I am a description, right? And when we tap on edit to do, that changes it to editor in general I am a description, right? And let's do try with adding it to do. So we are adding it to do. Let's change it to happy birthday, and then description to be happy birthday to myself, and then tap on the edit to do, and realize that it immediately changes to happy birthday to myself. And we can also try our delete functionality, and that also works. Yeah, so this summarizes the clean architecture series with getX. Now in the coming videos, I'll be looking at how to implement this without any state management, right? So for people who would want to get the core concept without any state management, especially the presentation layer, I have a series of video coming up for you guys, right? So if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.